Hello, today we are going to look at this very nice simple design for men sandals. Here we used material called sprint leather. It's this one. You can see the front part, then the behind part. This is sprint. It's durable. Then on the carpet we used hard lining. We call it hard lining. So this is the part of the hard lining we used. This is the front part. It's smooth and nice. It's what we used here. Then here, the middle sole, we use the layer. It's the smallest layer. We have one full layer and a half one for wedge, just to lift the heel a bit. So we are going to use our bola. It's in light brown. We have bola material, which is very smooth and nice as well. So we are going to use it in this color. As for this design, this is size 43. So we need the shoe template, which is 43. Then we need this template, this design here, which is this one here. We need this one as well. This one we call it webbing, small webbing. It's this one here. So this one is in red. We call it dotted red. This one we call it dotted yellow, something like that. So with this webbing, we need to put gum and let it dry. So in my design here, I'll use shoelace. Yes, I'll use shoelace for this part here, the yellow part. I'll use this shoelace. Then I also need my pipe, which is this one. So let's begin. I have my template here. Sorry, my carpet, which is attached to middle sole or to layer. I've already put my hole, but before it was like this. So when you're using these templates, we mark them. You need to mark them, because this part here is this one here. So here I'll mark using my template 43. So I'll mark like this. Then here I mark as well. Here I mark and here I mark. So I need the hole punch to make this hole. The hole punch is this one. This is size 5 for this. They come in different sizes. So I'll need a hammer for this. So here I have it. Let me use my shoelace. It's very strong to make this hole here. So here is my hole. So to put these straps, I will need to cut here according to the width of this strap. Here we have width and length. Length from here to here, then the width from here to here. So I will need to cut according to this one. So I'll need my ruler or my tape measure to measure between here and here. So if I use my centimeters, I'm going to need 2.5. Yeah, let me use 2.5, which is here as well. I'll need 2.5 to cut using my cutter. So I need something to cut on. Is this. So I'll cut the layer on the carpet. now I need the straps. So the straps I'm going to use, this is size 43. I'm going to measure my straps using this very shoe, actually the same straps. So here I have 9 inches. I'm using inches on my measuring tape. I have 9 inches for size 43. So 9, but remember I need, as you can see, we put the straps inside. So I need allowance that goes inside here for both sides. So if I have 9, I'll need extra to push inside. So I'll need one side 1 inch and this side 1 inch. You can use 1 inch or 1.5. If you use 1 inch and you see that it's short, you can add 0.5, make it 1.5, or you can make 2. But it's advisable not to let them be big here, so that when you step they can be hurting your foot. Sorry. So I'm going to measure my 2.5 centimeters and my 11 inches. Use this one. So I need to measure on this one. So I need only 2 straps because each shoe has 1 strap. This was print. Here it's a bit black and white. So here it's black. So here we add soft lining, inner lining, just to make it look nice. So you can either use this to depend on black of this one. Here they used black. So with me, I'll use brown. So what you need is just putting gum here. You get your gum and pour it here. Then you spray it using your gum brush like this. Then you also put your gum here on the straps inside, and also spread it like this. So you leave it to dry. So when it has dried, you just bring it like this and attach it here. Then bring this one as well and attach here. Then you cut using your scissor. You cut this out. After cutting this out, you come and get our template. This one here. Have this template here that we're going to cut from this one. When you're drawing this one, you need to use a pencil. It helps when you're rubbing. You make a mistake. So I need to mark just in the middle here, the middle between this and this. That's why I put my hole here. So I'll get my hole punch, this one, and I need to make a hole here. This hammer. So it's right there. So when I'm marking this one, this here, I also balance it between in the middle here. You can use a ruler to measure. You can use your eyes and see you're going to measure. Put it in the middle. So use this like this. Okay. So I've finished to do this. So I'm using a pen, but when you're working with the material with this leather, it's good to use a pencil, because when you're using a pen, it's hard to rub these markings off, and when you're not accurate, you need to really mark them so that when you're cutting, you know exactly where you're cutting from. Or you need a template, you can just mark here, then put a hole here, like the same hole here, you put it here and just cut if you're perfect. But for beginners, you need a pencil, because this pen doesn't go off. So I'll need to cut through this. So we have this already. So what we are remaining with is this one. So I told you I'm going to use the shoelace for this, because for this one I need to, when you're using this one, you put gum, you measure something that can go in between. I don't need a long thing, just put gum here, the whole part here, then after I fold it like this. So after folding like this, that's when you make a knot, you tie like this one. So in this case, I'm going to fold my shoelace like this, then I make a knot just like this, I balanced in the middle. So after making this, I will bring these ones together like this. So this is what is going to go through this hole here. So I need to push it, go through, push this one as well. So after this, I'll need the pipe, my pipe, 3 centimeters. So this kind of cutting here, how you remove it, you get a brown dye, shoe dye for leather, then you pass here so that this one goes off, and a matchbox to burn off these threads that are coming from the leather. So you just need a matchbox, burn them off here, then after you put leather dye. So our shoe will be ready for now. All we need now is to put gum here, then we use our sole, which said we want to use nylon or python, which is this one here. It's the texture of the sole which we used here. So we just put gum here, then you scrub here, put gum, then after put gum on the nylon as well, then after attach this one and cut and take it for finishing using a scoring machine. The next video we shall see how to use a scoring machine to do finishing. Most of you call it bench grinder. Thanks for watching. I'm Rosette Wizele, founder Tandika Uganda, that trains women and girls how to make open shoes for income generation.